Today, we are doing a deep dive into the legendary rise of Dakota Ditcheva, the woman who is knocking out everyone across from her in style. It's a story that begins in the heart of Manchester, England, where cold mornings, tough gyms, and fighting spirit are part of the culture. In the heart of this working-class city, tucked inside a no-frills gym that smelled like blood and old leather, Dakota Ditcheva was forged in silence. Her mother, Lisa Howarth, was a world champion in Muay Thai, a cold technician with a mean streak. Taking heads at a time when most people didn't think women belonged in the ring. Her mom fought in a time when no one gave her a shot. She took titles in the UK, the US, and went to war in Thailand, back when women weren't even allowed in some stadiums. She didn't wait for an invite. She forced her way in and left with the belts. Dakota grew up seeing her mother command respect across Manchester. Lisa was feared and admired. Kids nodded, adults acknowledged her hard-earned place. From a young age, Dakota set out to earn that same respect.
All of my friends, what I've always loved is all of my friends knew my mum fought. They all knew she was a world champion. If I went to school, it was always, oh my God, your mum's well hard, you know. And I used to always love that. And I'd go to the shop sometimes and I'd walk past one of my friends at school that I don't necessarily talk to, but they'd always walk past and go, hi Lisa. They wouldn't say hi to me, but they'd always say hi to my mum. And I loved that, you know, I loved having a mum that was like, you know, tough, and I could walk around and be so proud of. Like, everybody knows your mum. Everyone comes up to you and says, oh, your mum's amazing, you know, she was a brilliant fighter. People speak so highly of her, and for me to carry in them footsteps and do the same thing would make me proud.
In her early teens, Dakota was fighting all over Europe and Asia. She faced Thai girls raised in the sport from day one. They were tough warriors, but Dakota didn't just keep up, she dominated and finished them. Dakota at the time only had 14 fights and beat a girl who had 77 fights, which just shows how talented she truly is. By 15, Dakota won the ISCA British Muay Thai Championship. By 17, she was the IFMA Junior World Champion. She also took multiple golds at IFMA youth events before transitioning into MMA.
I was like 12 and decided, like, this is what I want to do and I want to start fighting now. So she kind of sat me down and said, if you're going to do this, like, put everything into it. You know, like, it's not one of them sports you can be half-hearted with at all. Like, you need to put everything into it. It's going to be tough, and that's kind of what's led me to being here now.
Dakota didn't rush into MMA. She knew her striking alone wouldn't be enough. Her Muay Thai was sharp, but she needed a ground game. She started in the amateur circuit, winning 4 straight fights in a row. She won her last amateur fight by submission via rear naked choke, proving she's now a well-rounded mixed martial artist and ready for the professional rankings. Dakota Ditcheva made her professional debut on April 10, 2021. A violent first-round TKO, elbows, knees, domination, message sent. She didn't slow down. Fight after fight, she cut through the regional scene like it was nothing. Every opponent outgunned, outpaced, outclassed. By the time the PFL came knocking, Dakota was undefeated and already had a growing storm behind her name in Manchester. Once she moved to the PFL, many people doubted her, saying she'd only fought cans and had no ground game. But Dakota set out to prove them all wrong, and she made them eat their words.
I basically kind of said that I thought the PFL was, you know, they were coddling this person, they were hiding her, all this stuff. She proved me absolutely wrong. She's fire. That girl she is good. She's mean. She's nasty. She goes after people. She doesn't get decisions. She's knocking people out. She is making them quit.
They say to me, you know, she's running through all these girls because they're not very good. But if you put these girls against other people, they have close fights. Whereas when you put them with me, I finish them early, so I make it look easy.
Dakota Ditcheva went from struggling to afford a sunbed to cashing a $100,000 check in the PFL. Next came the $1 million tournament. She knew this one could change her life, and she promised to win.
I know I'm going to win this tournament. I'm going to be here making my money and cashing all the checks.
The final fight of the $1 million tournament was the most heated. Tyla Santos disrespected Dakota, called her a Barbie, putting on lipstick at the face-off, trying to get in her head. Big mistake. Santos should have stayed quiet. She had never been stopped. She went 5 rounds with the UFC champ, but Dakota was pissed off and sat her down in 2.
They've been talking and she's been saying she's just a Barbie, she should be a model. Well, a model just beat your ass in round 2, so shut up.
All of that brings us to today. Dakota's been on a mission since she was 12, with her family by her side. She credits her success to her mother and brother, who've helped her train relentlessly and implement game plans. She's climbed a mountain to get where she is, but at just 26, she still has a lot more to give. She is adamant she doesn't fight for money or fame. She does it because it's what she loves to do.
You know, I would fight with no crowd if you could still make a living from it. The media and the publicity and things like that isn't what I crave. I crave the fight feeling of in the cage. You know, I'm not looking to be crazy rich or anything like that. I just want to do something I love every day and be able to live a normal life. So I think that's what keeps me humble.
Fans are itching to see her in the UFC, and it looks like the PFL has run out of competition. At this point, there may be no other option. Dakota believes if she moves to the UFC, she'll beat everyone there too and take the belt. Many doubt her, but doubt is nothing new. She's silenced critics before, and she's ready to do it again.
Who are the people that you say you could beat in the UFC?
I mean, I could have the title if I went there.
You could beat them right now.
Yeah, I think I could. Yeah, I definitely think I'd be up there.
Nobody knocks people out like this woman. If you enjoyed this short documentary on Dakota Ditcheva's rise into MMA, then hit like on the video. Let me know your thoughts on her in the comments. Are we looking at a future women's UFC champion? Motivation Mindset 100 isn't just a combat sports channel, it's a movement. We're dropping a free app so the community can set goals, share daily quotes, discuss fighters, and win giveaways all in one place. Want early access? Hit the link in the description or top comment. Help us build it, test it, and shape it with your feedback. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.